Everybody has dreams and aspirations of what they want to do for a career and how their life should go. But sometimes that doesn't happen, and sometimes you just have to suck it up and take one for the team. In this speech, I'll briefly talk about myself and some of the things I wanted to do with my life and where has my life ended up. Let me tell you the basics first. My name is Lucas Tyler Farley, and I am currently 25 years old. I was born on October 22nd, 1992. I was born in Tupelo, Mississippi, but never lived there. I would just spend the first 9 years of my life in Duncombe, Iowa, then would eventually move to Franklin, Kentucky, and I have spent the last 17 years living here, where I would graduate from Franklin Simpson High School. I am currently married to my high school sweetheart, and we have just recently celebrated our 5-year wedding anniversary. We have one daughter by the name of Clara. She is 4 years old. My wife is currently enrolled at Western Kentucky University. She is currently in the art education program, a career path she has worked really hard to succeed in. But what are some of the things I wanted to do? One of the earliest things I can recall wanting to do was be an oceanographer. I remember as a small child I had a big interest in octopi, and I had a book of underwater creatures that I would stare at for hours, wishing I could be down in the ocean with them. Somewhere along time, I lost interest in the idea of taking pictures of them, but I did, however, become an advanced scuba certified in 2009. Next, I would say I wanted to become a professional wrestler. I've watched WWE as long as I can remember, and I've always had makeshift wrestling matches in my backyard on my trampoline with a couple of neighborhood kids. I even have that desire to this day, but on average, I'm a little too old and a little too out of shape anymore to be starting down that path. But my dreams were crushed my junior year in high school when we were doing our after-graduation preparations, and my mother and guidance counselor told me that it wasn't a realistic goal, so regrettably, I dropped that idea. Most recently, I've had the desire to become an elite executive chef at a notable Michelin-starred restaurant. Unfortunately, those don't exist around here, and my wife is unwilling to move from the area. Which brings me to my current situation. After having a child, I decided I needed a good job that I could always rely on and one that paid good money. So I settled on HVAC. I enrolled at Sky CTC in the heating and cooling program while I got a job at a local HVAC company. I have been going to school full time, being a husband and a father, and working 73 hours or more every week. I recently gained a new schedule with my new employer, but before that I worked a year and a half with 0 days off until me and my wife recently went on vacation for our 5-year wedding anniversary. Needless to say, I'm tired. How do I like my career choice, you ask? I absolutely hate it. It's quite miserable, actually. I can already feel in about 15 or more years my body will be beaten and broken. I never really know when I'll get off. I often don't feel like leaving the house on the days I do get free time. But, like I said, sometimes you have to suck it up and take one for the team, because it does pay good, and HVAC jobs are always hiring, and they're not going anywhere. In conclusion, I've had a lot of hopeful dreams I wanted to do with my life, but sometimes providing for your family is more important than your dreams. They're still here.